What's going on, Yu-Gi-Oh community? Joe Paladin back here with another locals vlog video. Now, it is the night before the first tournament of 2023 at Paladins, and I just wanted to do a little small intro here before I wake up late and have to quickly do an intro video in the morning. So let's just do it now. I am going to be going back to playing heroes, so it's a new year, same deck that I am going to be playing because I do want to upgrade this deck, get it a little bit more competitive, and if I'm able to go to the YCS, I definitely want to take an updated competitive version and just upgrade it over time, you know. So that's the ideal plan I have for my hero deck. Add in Ian Shuffles in there, add some stable cards like Forbidden Droplets, Triple Tactics Talent, something like that. So that is the ideal that I want to do, and that's probably what I'm going to do over time. So it's just going to go back to a old build that I had. I am going to upgrade it with a couple of cards. My friend does have a Fusion Destiny. He does have 3 of them, so I'm going to upgrade the 2 that I have and then add a 3rd copy into the deck. He does have 1 Ian Shuffle, so I'm going to see if anybody else has any other Ian Shuffles I can try to pick up over there before the tournament starts. If not, I'll have to order them online. And I do have to order some Silent Graveyards. I'll probably order them probably tonight, and hopefully I'll get them by next week. I'm not entirely sure, but I definitely need to order those because tier limits, man. They could kill you. So, without further ado, well, this is actually going to be the deck. I'm going to show you guys a picture of the deck. I don't have it completed as of right now to show you, so this is just going to be taken after the tournament because this is the deck that I am going to be playing. And hopefully things do go well, and it's a hero, so I'm going to have fun regardless, and I'm just glad to be back to heroes. I enjoyed playing Crystal Beast for a bit, but now going back to the OG deck that I absolutely love, and you know, I'm very excited to be playing that. So with that, let's head over to Paladins. So we just wrapped up round 1 against our buddy Aaron, and things went really well. So for game 1, my opponent goes first, and he's just going off with his Tri-Brigades, his Sprite deck. He's setting up all his combos, and he ends the turn with a Sprite Elf, a Picket Knight, and that Ancient Warrior Link monster. I can't remember the name of it, but... And then during my standby phase, he activates Starter to special summon out, I believe, Red from his deck, Sprite Red. And I'm like, okay, cool. So then when it becomes my turn, I have Dark Ruler No More. Activated Dark Ruler No More, and I set up a really good board. I set up a good field, good presence to just beat down his field and to destroy cards. And it was no damage was taken, obviously, because of Dark Ruler No More being ends any damage he would have taken that turn. But I was just able to set up such a good board that he ended up scooping after I basically destroyed his board. I had DPE. He summoned out Access Code Talker during his turn. When it was his turn, he was going off a little bit. Special summoned back Picket Knight after I destroyed it, summoned out Blue, then summoned out Jet, then linked it to Access Code Talker. And after his effect activated, after his effect resolved, I used DPE because it is a new chain, and I was able to destroy it. And from there, he just scooped it from there. Then for game 2, my opponent goes first again. He sets up the very same board as well, and he did have a Smashers and Infinite and Permanent set, but he also had the same Picket Knight, an Elf, and a Ancient Warrior monster. So I'm like, oh, great, because I had Super Poly in my hand, but he had no targets for me to Super Poly. So then when it becomes my turn, I had 2 Hero Lives, and I drew another Dark Ruler No More. Man, I love that card so much. So I activated Dark Ruler No More and negated all his monsters effect. I activated a Hero List to special summon out my Stratos, but unfortunately he had Infinite and Permanence, and I'm like, oh, great. So I had Polymerization in my hand. I used it to go into Denier and Stratos to go into my Sunrise. Use Sunrise's effect to add a Miracle Fusion, but unfortunately he had Smashers, so he banished my monster too. So I was just like, geez, he's making sure that I have absolutely nothing to play. But I had another Hero Live, so I activated Hero Live, summoned out Stratos from my deck, got a search, added Vion from my deck, summoned out Vion, ditched Malicious, and then just from there I was just able to set up a little bit more of a better board than I originally had because I didn't really have much extenders in my hand. So I was just able to go into Across Crusader, bring back Mally, tribute Mally, add Plasma from my deck to my hand because I wanted to gate his monster effects while also take his Fenrir that he actually has on the field. And then from there, I do that play, and I set Super Polymerization. I summoned out my Plasma. I took his Fenrir. My monster now has 3,100 attack points, and I just attacked. And then from there, he went next. Then he set 1 card and passed, and it became my turn. And then I just had he just ended up scooping it for me. And then from there, that gave me game 2, giving us a 2-0, my opponent. And it was just really cool. So I got round 1 against our buddy Aaron. And that was a very tough match because I was less than 2,000 life points. We only had like 7 minutes left of the round. I'm like, oh, geez, like if he can attack me here, like I was thinking about scooping just so we can go to game 3. But I was like, no, I'm going to play this off. I'm going to see what happens. And thankfully, I kept it. And I kept my cool. And things went very well. And I was just so happy that I was just able to like pull that one off. That was a really fun match. It was heart pounding. It was intense. So very great way to start off the very first tournament of 2023. And it was just like awesome. So we're going to get back in there, pick up some cards from him. And yeah, just have a good time trading and see how well we can do with our hero deck. I'm having absolutely fun playing this deck again. And yeah, let's get back in there. Get a surge, get the ancient chant, quicker, easy access.
Yeah, that's what we're trying.
What am I supposed to? Oh, I'm sorry, wrong card. I'm thinking of the other one.
Okay.
Because I have.
Oh, you don't have it. Oh, that one. Yeah. This one's at 3.
Yeah, I don't have all the support for it.
So quick update here. We just finished up round 3. I know I did not cover round 2. The game took a little while, and then I just was not able to record afterwards. Well, I'm gonna talk about game 2, round 2. So what we do, anyways, for round 2 we played against Tier Limit. We get to play it against Jerry, and he was piloting that deck just like, oh my god, Tier Limit is just my worst matchup. So I do not have like silent graveyards for the side matches. I just like, yeah, during like my turn, he just like went off, and then it was still my turn. You know, it was I was the first turn. He was just setting up, and I was just like, yeah, this is the Tier Limit strategy. And he got game 1, like he easily got game 1. I was just like, yeah, I can't really, I'm not gonna be able to do much here. And then I was just like, yeah, he's got it. Let's just go to game 2. And like I said, I don't have any silent graveyards or anything like that to like combat against those cards. So game 2 went, and my opponent goes first. And I didn't really draw too much, and it was just still more difficult because he summons out like, you know, a lot of his Tier Limit strategies. He was just able to like pop off a little bit more, and so I think he summons like, I don't remember the names of these cards. Like I still do not remember the names of these cards. I kind of don't plan to remember every single name of this just because the deck is so freaking annoying. And yeah, he just sets up a board, and then when it becomes my turn, like I can't even super poly because his card is like cannot be used as fusion summon material. It's just like, oh, come on. And then I really couldn't do too much. Like I couldn't even like he had Abyss Dweller, and I could not like do anything with that because he shuts out my graveyard. And I'm just like, oh my goodness here. And I did have like Fusion Destiny. I used that to summon out DPE, but I can't like use the resources in my graveyard because everything's well, it's negated. And I just, yeah, honestly, the game went on, and I just ended up like losing. Like my opponent just got this in the bag, and I was just like, Tier Limits, Tier 0, yay! That is fantastic. No, I hate that deck so much. And so I'm hoping next time I get like silent graveyards or something, like I'm gonna be able to like combat that deck a little bit better. But it's just like a horrible deck that I hate going against. It's kind of worse than, it's definitely worse than Flu. I miss Flu at that point. So then we go into game round 3. I play against an opponent, Sebastian, I believe his name is, and he has Winged Dragon of Ra. I go first. I set up a really good board. I have all my heroes set up, and I have a Dark Angel on his field, so he can't activate any spell cards. Me not knowing what he was playing, he summons out the slime, and then I realized like, oh, he's playing the Winged Dragon of Ra. So I kind of shut down all of his spell cards. So he can't use like Ancient Chant or anything like that to summon out another Winged Dragon of Ra. He can't do anything. So I was just like, okay, cool. So then just from there, I just was able to just like go in and attack for like OTK. And I was just able to just take game 1. And when we go into game 2, my opponent goes first. He sets up, like he summons out the swirl. He activates, I think, he activates Advanced Draw, looks at the top 5 cards of his deck, but he gets an additional tribute summon, and then so he summons out the Swirl Slime. He summons out that slime to generate 2 more tokens, tributes all of them to summon out the Winged Dragon of Ra Spear Mode. Now, he did not activate the effect of Spear Mode to tribute it to special summon the Winged Dragon of Ra from his deck. He definitely should have done that because when I went, I drew and I had Lightning Storm. Lightning Storm does destroy the card because it does not target it. So I was able to destroy his card and just proceed to OTK him from there. And I did take a look at his deck a little bit just to give him some pointers of what it was trying to do. He has a very like Egyptian god themed deck. So everything was, it wasn't a Winged Dragon of Ra deck. It was actually trying to splash in every single Egyptian god card support, including the new cards from the Megaton. And we talked a little bit about his deck. And I was trying to give him a couple pointers, so I think he should have been like a Winged Dragon of Raw deck just because of things like that. He could definitely have done that, and he did admit that he mistaked that. He forgot to tribute the Spear mode to summon out the Winged Dragon of Raw from his deck. Definitely understandable. We do get a lot of pressure when we are in that game state. We're like, oh, geez, I completely forgot to do this. Like, yeah, if you're under pressure, that absolutely does happen. And it was still a good game. I have not played against the Winged Dragon of Raw. I don't think I have. Maybe I have. I just don't remember. Sorry, my eye was like, it's right there. But we're going to get back in there. I think we have another round going on. I'm not entirely sure yet. So let's just get back in there and see how things do. And let's hope for the best. So if we don't have another round, maybe we'll do some trades or... Well, I don't know. I did pick up some Lightning Storm, so this definitely did come in handy for today's, the game with the Winged Dragon of Raw. So that definitely came in clutch. So let's get back in there and see if we got another round.
Actually, before I said against him, I could have beat you. I would beat you with this one. What is it? What was it? Wait, where's how are you doing? Right here. I'm using Black Lance.
We finished up round 4, the final round of the tournament, and wow, it was like, what on earth did I play against here? So my opponent goes first. And he's just setting up like boards. Like he summoned out Lone Fire Blossom, tribute that. He summoned out one of the I forgot what you call those predator plant monsters, and he basically did the old the Cobra at an instant fusion, linked those two off to go into a cross sheep, activate instant fusion, went into cross sheep, then used instant fusion, then went to Kalos, and then he was just going off, setting up some boards with some Therions in the deck too. I was just like, what is this deck? And he did pretty dang well. I believe he ended the board with a Therion Lioness, or Lion King, or whatever the heck it's called, I don't remember. Then he had IP Masquerena, a Sprite Elf, I think he had a Rhino Heart. He did have the Therion field spell. And then it was just like, wow, okay. So when it became my turn, I had Dark Ruler no more. I activated that. Was not going to really mean much because he still had some cards that he can activate in his hand. And then he just like, I tried to do something. Oh, he had Ibli on my field. He placed Ibli on my field, linked it off. I had to tribute Ibli to go into Ferris. So I tributed that. I tried to do my plays, but he was just like interrupting my plays and bouncing back everything. I was just like, okay, now I have no monsters on my field. Activate Hero Lives, summon out Stratos. I added Ferris because I did not use Ferris's effect to send from my hand to the graveyard because I had a Shadow Mist. So I sent that to the graveyard just to get a search. I just added like Honest Neos, and it was like really nothing. Like honestly, I could not do anything. So my opponent's just going, and then from there he just I passed, and then from there he just like proceeded just to like OTK me at this point because I already paid half my life points. It was already over 4,000 damage. So he was just able to attack directly, and even when Honest Neos, he just negated it with the Therion. It was horrible. So then when we go into game 2, I sided in a bunch of cards, board breakers. I did see like, I opened up with Nibiru, Super Polymerization, and the Dark Ruler no more. And my opponent goes, he's setting up his field. Same kind of field, he's good setup here. But I messed up. I should have activated Nibiru when he was when he did not have that one. I don't remember which one is called. One of the tier limits that negates a card that was special summoned because Nibiru was special summoned itself. So I should have activated Nibiru before that because I was waiting for him to go to the Gigantic, and it did not click with me that, hey, you messed up. I should have done that way sooner because now he can negate it, and that's what he ended up doing. So Nibiru was just, it was a waste. And yeah, when it became my turn, I just again, I can't really do much, so I just Dark Ruler no more. And yeah, my opponent was just gonna get it. Like by the end of it, he just got it. He had the way better board. He had just so much better options. I had Super Polymerization, and I went into the Dragostapelia, but it just still was not like the ideal card that I wanted to go into. And then just my board was just horrible. He had the way better setup. He had way better plays to like get over it, and we were just like top decking their cards by the point that I had like absolutely nothing in my hand. And he just like I tried to stop something. I think I tried to do like a Call by the Grave to stop one of his fusion summons from happening, but he negated it with the Therion. So it's just like, yeah, that's unfortunate, and he just ended up getting it. So he ended up getting the game. He 2-0'd me, and I lost, and that brings my record to 2 wins and 2 losses. We did have 4 rounds after all. So I don't know what kind of prizes we're gonna get for this tournament, because last week was awesome with OTS packs, but we do have more players this time around, so I highly doubt we're gonna get OTS packs, but maybe I'm not sure. maybe they can spoil us some more. That'd be cool. But yeah, all in all, it was a good tournament. I did enjoy it. I enjoyed playing heroes. I definitely need to upgrade my deck and get some more Ian shuffles. That is definitely going to be the main focus, is to get more Ian shuffles so I can summon out Shadow Mist from my deck to get a mass change. And also I need to get some Silent Graveyards in my side deck. I really need to get Silent Graveyards. And yeah, just tier limit, oh man, I cannot wait for that deck to get hit, but that deck is not going to get hit until like reprints start happening, so they can sell some more products and stuff like that. So it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen anytime soon, which is unfortunate. But we're going to get back in there, do some trading, chat with some people, and wait for pricing. So yeah, let's get back in there and hope for some really cool prizes. It doesn't really matter. You know, we take the prizes. It's cool. But I went 2-2, so I don't know what kind of prize. Maybe 1 pack or something. So let's see.
Yeah, shiny back to
Right here. Thank you. Hey, I'll take it. So all in all, we did have a really good day here as the first tournament of 2023 at Paladins, and I cannot think of a better way to celebrate. I mean, it would have been awesome to get first place, but that's not going to happen. And I definitely do want to focus more on getting some Ian shuffles for the deck so I can turbo out Dark Law. I do want to get some Silent Graveyards for the side deck for the tier limit matchups, and I definitely need to focus on the side deck because I really put this deck together because I didn't know if my buddy was going to show up so I can get his cards from him. Because if I didn't, then I would have to go with Crystal Beast. But thankfully, I was able to go with Heroes, and it was still a good deck. I do need to change it up a bit. And for next time, I'm not going to be sure when's the next video. It could be next week, maybe not. I'm not entirely sure. Depends on what happens. And yeah, we did pick up 2 Lightning Storms. We picked up an Instant Contact, and we also picked up a couple of cards, just some minor stuff. And it was a good day. It was a good day. Nonetheless, we did get 4 OTS packs. We got a 17, 18, 19, and 20. So that brings, like, I have 14 OTS packs now, just sealed, staying over there. I think 2 Ultimate Rares did get pulled, an Infinite Impermanence and a Lubert. So that was really cool. And, like, I could have Ultimate Rares in there, too. Like, I don't know, but I'm, like, so tempted to open them. But at the same time, I kind of don't. I just want to hoard them away, either trade them or get rid of them. I don't know. I could do whatever. Open them, trade them, do anything, really, with them. But, it's so tempting. It's really, really tempting to just like do a whole video with a bunch of like OTS openings, but I'm not sure. I'll just have to figure that one out. But yeah, we did have a really good day. I am excited for the year. You know, it was a good way to start off the year, first tournament of the year, and it was just a really cool way to start off. And I am thankful we did have a really good turnout, so that was really awesome. And I really do appreciate you guys watching this video. If you get this far, thank you very much. I hope you guys enjoy the content that I do, and I'm looking forward to doing a lot more videos in 2023. And yeah, I just can't thank you guys enough, so I really do appreciate you guys. And I hope you did enjoy the video. Please hit the like button if you did. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for more upcoming content. And I'm definitely going to be going to the movies right now with my family, so what better way to end the day off? We're finally going to go watch Avatar 2. I have not seen that movie, so finally going to go watch it and just have good time with the family. So thank you guys again, and I'll see you all in the next video.